Good morning, amazing fans. It is I, Chris, and our
Hey,
friend
it's me, Josh.
and Josh. Thank you for joining us. Just a couple
You're
minutes
welcome.
early this morning. Yes, yes. Thank you for joining us, Josh. Should I say the same for me? Um, just a couple minutes early. We're gonna try to make it a quick stream. I've got some computer stuff to deal with involving a Christmas present, and I've got to get something done.
I've
Yeah,
got
let's
to
get
I gotta
let's
bake some
get.
more cookies.
Oops, got the wrong lower thirds here. Nope, no harm, no foul. Just a little Hardware Dynasty advertisement there, real quick.
Oh, whatever.
um, yeah, card's getting a little toasty. Well, at least I think that's the issue. I don't know. I'm worried it's not that easy of a fix. So I'm gonna repaste it and go from there. Fortunately, I have a
You
similar
pasted the
card.
crap out of that card, or that
What? No, that's the CPU. I'm talking about the GPU.
um.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the issue, but I'm not positive, as you can tell. But that's neither here nor there. We've got a slew of
I believe it is here
injury
and there.
updates. It is there and here. This needs to come down a little bit. I can't reach it. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Nice blue black background. Nice blue background. All right, let's kick it off with news and injury updates and get that out of the way. Nuke Hopkins is going to be back no sooner than the NFC Championship game. Tony Pollard, with his foot injury, is expected to play a, quote, couple dozen snaps. Lamar Jackson
Really?
is unlikely to play with an ankle injury. Yeah, we'll come back to that Pollard thing. Zach Ertz is
What happened?
expected to play, hamstring issue. Hollywood Brown is expected to play. Illness is the thing that was holding him up.
We can circle back around
Eagles.
to that one too.
What's that?
I said we can
Okay.
circle back around to that one too.
Cool, cool. Uninjury related. Hey, Josh, did you know the Colts now have to give the Eagles a first round pick for Carson Wentz?
I'm okay with it, I guess.
Okay. That's why I brought it up. I was like, I don't really know kind of how I would feel in his
He didn't
spot. I'm
play the
kind of
greatest
like,
last night, but
they did get the
he
win, right?
he's had some good games. Like they might not be like sexy stat lines, but like good like NFL games, not great
Mm-hmm.
fantasy games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the team and the coaching and everything, the organization itself is like I mean, what are we gonna find? You know, it's not a great year for it's not a great quarterback class. It's not
Are we going to be picking in the top five of the NFL draft
yeah, exactly. I
anytime
mean,
in the
what's
next
going to
couple
be
years?
available there in the bottom half of the draft versus what we can kind of do whatever. There's going to be some wide receivers coming out in free agency hopefully this year that they can sign that they really need to sign. They need to get Wentz. Like okay, so now they've spent a second and a first round pick on Wentz. Now it's time to invest in some weapons for him. Mike Pittman's pretty darn good. Got thrown out of the game last night. You know, Jonathan Taylor is a great running back. They have a great offensive line. It's time to get the man some weapons, whether it's a great tight end or I mean, really a couple of wide receivers. They need to start spending money on weapons.
Yep. Yep. He needs weapons, specifically receivers and tight ends. I mean, obviously he's got Taylor, so and Hines for that matter, but obviously Taylor's something else
I
entirely.
think like last night was kind of a show of they're only going to use Hines that like they're only significantly use Hines if they're down.
Okay.
And they weren't last night. So I mean, yeah, Hines got a touchdown, but that was more of a trickery and, you know, just trying to get the score on the board than, you know, significant Hines usage. He wasn't really on the field all that much.
Okay. Okay. Back to the injury side of things. Michael Carter was activated off the IR with his ankle injury. Chase Edmonds was also activated off the IR, but also
What
an ankle.
about Tevin Coleman?
I don't have anything on him. Is he still on IR?
No, he wasn't on IR, but he missed
Practice
like
or something?
last week, and they were talking about both. Yeah, and they were talking about both him and Michael Carter being available this week, and that's why I was like, Yeah, I'm just gonna fade Michael Carter if Tevin Coleman's gonna be there too. Like, I kind of don't want to touch this Jets team with a 10-foot pole until next year. You know,
Yeah, well,
I mean,
yeah.
it's playoff times, man. It's playoff time, man. Like, do you really want to
It's
start
just
Michael
hard. It's just
Carter?
hard to ignore that Carter, uh, I guess, potential. The couple blow up games he's had.
That's great.
But
That's
yeah,
potential. Are you going to start him in your playoff game?
assuming I have better options, no. I mean, that's
Okay.
easy for me to say. But again, we go back to what we said during the show. It's like, hey, if you're a playoff team, there's a good possibility of, yeah, we know it's thin. We know it's thin at running back and tight end, but yeah, it should be all right without
Yeah,
Mr.
Tevin
Carter.
Coleman's not even on the injury report at all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Well, we'll keep
I
looking.
went
Keep
back to the
going.
Carter article, and I didn't see anything about Coleman, and just because I had it
I'm
there.
gonna keep looking.
DK returned to full practice Friday, foot, back. Eli Mitchell is out, concussion and knee. So I made,
It's his knee.
well, it's the knee
It's his
that's keeping
knee.
him out. It's
Yeah.
tough to say, I guess, because I remember us discussing it. I chose to
Oh.
sit Allaire in favor of hoping for Mitchell. Allaire got
Uh-huh.
8 points in a half PPR, I think, in that ballpark.
Oh, yawn.
Yeah, so I think it's Devontae Freeman time in that league, which it's not a playoff league, so whatever. I just thought it was
I,
relevant to Mitchell.
yeah. The problem with that is that you already said Lamar Jackson was gonna play, so it's like, you know,
That's right. That's right.
yeah, Lamar Jackson helps raise that running back level usually.
Sure, even though he still steals goal line and doesn't throw a ton to the back, but still the back.
No, but he
Freeman's been
helps.
good large
He
part
makes the
because
defense
of
play back a little bit. You know.
absolutely. Yeah, no, keeps him honest, so they say. Jalen Hurts. Why? What? This is an old thing. He just played last night, didn't he? Didn't they play? No, they
What?
didn't play
No,
the
no one
Eagles.
played.
They played the
The Eagles didn't
Patriots.
play last night.
Sorry, I was thinking because the Colts pick, and that was because of how much Wentz played. Hurts for the Eagles is a full go Friday with his ankle issue. So, like I said, some of these notes are already older. Jalen Ramsey is on track to play COVID. Antonio Brown is set to rejoin the Bucks on Monday from an ankle, a suspension,
He
a
had an ankle injury
knuckle.
and he was also suspended.
Exactly. So I think specifically he's coming back from the suspension and he's set to rejoin the team. We'll see how he is with his wheels. DJ Moore had a hamstring issue. He is set to play. Leonard Fournette expected to play. Ankle issue. I think I said he might. I think expected him to be out. So that's notable. Javonte
I
Williams is
expect him to play.
expected to play. Knee issue. Melvin Gordon, his backfield mate, is expected to play with his thumb and hip issues.
Boo.
James Conner, ankle issue, is expected to play. And props to Josh for Hunter
Yay.
Henry. 2 touchdowns for Hunter last night.
I didn't want to put it into the Discord, but I was like, I like when he scored that first touchdown. I'm like, told you, and then he scored the second one. I was like, double told you.
I didn't have like a good stance on him other than
You
he
forgot
hadn't
about
played.
him, and I'm like, dude, the
No,
Colts are not that great against tight end, and then he scores 2 touchdowns.
he had been
I'm like,
really
told
bad
you.
lately. So
Oh
honestly,
no, that's
I think that plays more into props to you. I don't take offense as far as somebody who kind of glossed him over on a busy show at the position that's full of poo. So, it
to be
happens.
PG about it. Yes, it's
It happens. My apologies, folks. But no, props to you for having that foresight. And it was a Colts matchup, so a little bit of insight there. That's all I got for the morning. As far as hey there, what's up, ZC? Let's see if I can move this window now. It's so stuck. I don't know what to do.
ZC. I have an injury problem, or not an injury. I have a sinus problem right now, allergy, something.
I can't move this chat window. It's so dumb. It's so
Just leave
weird.
it there then.
I just gotta crane my head every time. I can pull up the web. It's just annoying that I have to do that.
Me and my
Guess
first
it's
world
an OBS
problems.
glitch is the issue. I think I have it on my other profile. Anyway, YouTube. Right?
Anyway, me and my first world
Yeah, good morning,
problems.
ZC. How's your morning going? How's your family? How's your lineup looking?
Yeah. Mhm.
There we go. Got some chatty
I like
Latin
how
now.
I still am not really sure what
Oh, I
your
can pop it out.
Um, sorry.
Fine.
What your message was supposed to be to Moose in the Discord, but man, I was like, I
What did
think
it?
he's saying that he should start Cooks, but I'm
Yeah,
not 100% positive.
there wasn't anything wrong with that statement. It might have been a run on or a one poor sentence, but it wasn't that bad. It was still
I
legible. I said play Cooks. Uh,
Not what you
he's
said.
yeah, that's what I
And
said.
I quote, is say Cooks just over Claypool for safe
I
floor?
say Cooks. I say Cooks. Is that not what it said?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I say Cooks.
Is say Cooks.
Okay, one small error.
I'm reading it. I'm like, I think he's trying to say Cooks, but then they're like, and if you would have put a period in there, and I'm being a grammar Nazi again, Chris. I'm sorry. Um,
It's not so much a grammar Nazi. It's like in certain contexts, like text and I guess Discord. I don't make the rules, but sometimes people get in a hurry and you can kind of tell what they meant to say. So yeah, it was a fat thumb thing. I definitely didn't know I
two
had the
left
S
thumbs. That's
there.
what I wrote.
But I thought you were saying something about a. I think I had just sent something else. I don't remember, and I was like, "What is he talking about?" I said, "I'm busy. I gotta. Never mind.
What do you mean? Like I was like,
I gotta go. I'm busy. I stopped reading his
I don't know.
message.
I don't know
Or
what you were referring to. Oh, mine made sense.
yeah, fine. Anyway, so the point was to play Cooks, and if you need a big ceiling, you need a lot of upside. Sure, go Claypool, but I like the security of Cooks in his matchup.
You could even argue the ceiling for Claypool too, or Cooks as well.
Yeah. Oh, you think he's a good ceiling? Well, I don't know. He's kind of a non-ceiling guy
Potential.
with Davis Mills as his quarterback, and although
Yeah.
Davis Mills versus Tyrod, it's fine, and I don't
Heard.
take your pick. I just saying low ceiling. ZC says he
Lineup
has
looking
have
good.
some
Boys
Christmas
aren't doing
Wonderland
bad this
theme.
morning. One sleeping and one watching TV while I'm getting a couple things done. Have some Christmas Wonderland thing we are doing for the kids this afternoon. Hey ZC, is it like do you have snow on the ground there? I believe Chris said you're from like
Ohio?
Ohio. We don't not have it. Kind of snowed like
Oh,
overnight
really?
Friday night into Saturday morning, but like it only stuck to the top of my car, and that was just in the cars in the parking lot. That was about it.
We didn't get anything. Not that I'm aware of. I don't ever go outside, but people told me we didn't get any snow.
You don't ever leave the basement, so I
Right.
haven't showered in 3 weeks.
Oh, that reminds me. Hey, ZC, have you ever had a 980 Ti? Like, I don't know what it's doing, thermal throttling or, yeah, I don't know. It's getting a little toasty.
What are you trying to do with it?
Play games, benchmark it. Trying to give it to a child for his Christmas present yesterday.
You're
And
ruining this child's Christmas.
exactly. Not me. The freaking card.
You're ruining this child's Christmas.
Now, I'm ruining
Um,
it in terms of I should have had it ready, but
hmm
yeah, yeah, got busy. And I
And
really
then
didn't think it was an
it's
issue.
gonna be like his birthday's in like June. You're gonna be like, "Happy birthday," and then he's gonna be like, "I already have one of these. Thanks for nothing."
So please. Yeah, he's just running out about buying gaming
This is my
PCs.
story, all right.
No snow, but it did the freezing rain thing. Oh, really? I
uh,
don't think we got much. Besides wind
I
the other
don't.
wind
I
the
haven't
other
seen
day.
freezing rain since the likes of I don't know, last winter. Man,
Last
even then, I don't know if it really did any freezing rain stuff. I'm not really sure.
nor am I. I don't recall. I think the last winter was pretty darn cold though. This one
It
is
always gets
shaping
pretty
up to
darn cold.
I know, but I don't know. Occasionally have a mild one. New pads are maybe down the voltage with Afterburner if you're close to them and you can replace them where they are, meaning the pads.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've got the card right here. Uh, I've got it. In fact, I've got it laid out to reapply thermal paste. I don't have any pads. Oh. Well, yeah, I don't have any pads. I could
Chris,
get some.
what do you think about Jonathan Taylor for MVP after last night?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of discussion in Discord. By the way, my apologies, folks. I'm just very swamped and I don't know. Anyway,
You've got
I
Swamp
think
Ass, we
it's
get
a
it.
I think it's a very valid discussion. I think off the top of my head, it's hard to think of a quarterback that, well, Stafford, but there's hard to think of a quarterback that's just running away with it because Kyler was
That
hurt.
moves.
I think Stafford's still up there, but again, I don't think it's a shoe-in for a quarterback. So I think if there's a year,
I think it's just
you
that's what I
know,
put in that's what I put in Discord in a year with
hmm
no clear cut quarterback because every quarterback has had like a down week here or there.
right,
Like
yeah,
and honestly, if it wasn't for like Derrick Henry going down, it might have been Derrick Henry. Like JT's
yeah, that's
put
what I was
together
gonna say.
some amazing games, but man, Derrick Henry was on a freaking
But I
roll.
was, but to play devil's advocate, CMC didn't win. Derrick Henry didn't win last year. So what the hell
CMC didn't
makes
win
us
because
think?
of Lamar Jackson. Remember Lamar Jackson's year that year?
Yeah, yeah,
It
that's
was
fair, I
it
guess.
was jaw dropping.
But what about Henry last year? Brady.
Who won it last year? Brady?
Who won it? Brady or Mahomes? Brady? Surely Brady won it.
Pretty sure.
No,
Maybe
his
it was
name's
Mahomes.
Tom, not Shirley, Chris. It's Tom Brady, not Shirley Brady, despite Josh's opinion.
I'm gonna just not say anything of that. 2020 NFL MVP. Why can't I never remember this? It wasn't Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, it was Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers, my bad.
Yeah, who had I remember because like in the keeper league, I picked him up in free agency, and he helped me like I didn't win it last year, but it really helped. You know.
Mhm.
Anyways, man, that allergy pill really helped. I'm feeling better. It's
Good.
glad that's what it was, and not just some sort of sinus infection. Feel a lot better. Maybe it's just you guys. You're just bringing all the love to me, and it's making me feel so good. You know,
Drain all
just
the
just just being healed by the power of love.
power of love. Thank
That's
you.
some real
Thank you. Nope, I
what was
got it.
what was your name, Chris? That the
Huey.
lady with the big hair. She was a TV evangelist.
Tammy Faye Baker.
Was it? Yes. Yeah.
I
It
made a
just
Huey Lewis reference there that you glossed over. Because you said the power of love. I said thank you, Huey.
I didn't hear you.
Not
I'm
to be
sorry.
confused with the duck of the Scrooge family? Uncle? Whatever. That guy.
What?
Not that guy. Huey Lewis. And we're done with the news. Ha
Chris, do you know
ha.
what the news is referring to?
Yep. It's oh. Fellatio?
Nope.
Oh. Oh, right. The member
That's what his
himself.
name is for his member. He
Yeah.
would go around and be
That's
like, "Hey, ladies, have you seen the news lately?" And then he'd,
and then he
yeah.
got canceled. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I always thought he was a stand-up guy, but that's kind of funny. Seems like more of a joke than a whatever. I'm not going to sit here and defend Huey Lewis. I don't
Nope.
know the
I know
guy.
next to nothing about him other than he had a mediocre band in the '80s.
Mediocre. How dare you? Hall
I
and
don't know. I
Oates.
don't know a lot of
Hall and
Huey
Oates.
Lewis songs, so I'm just going.
Hall and
I know the
Oates
big
or
ones,
Huey
but I
Lewis in
don't
the
know
news.
like his albums or anything. So I'm just gonna say mediocre and hope that you agreed with me. Hey,
Is it
Chris, since we're
Rogers?
done with all the fantasy talk, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Nope. First
Die Hard
Hall and
doesn't
Oates.
count.
Nope. First Hall and Oates or Huey Lewis in the news.
Hall and Oates all the way, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that was a not close enough one.
Hall and Oates
Fine.
is soul music for white people.
I still think you're
Yeah, it
selling
is.
Huey Lewis in the news a little short. No, I
I
don't. I
know.
don't disagree with you. I think Hall and Oates is the bomb. I just didn't think of a
See, you know
band. I
why?
didn't think
You're
of a
white.
band close enough to. Uh, yeah, Huey
All
Lewis.
about Huey Lewis. Or damn
Yeah.
it, Hall and Oates. Hall and
See,
Oates is.
power of love. What? You need a new drug? Fine. Moving on. The Baltimore Ravens say we are placing cornerback Jimmy Smith on COVID-19 reserve and activating defensive back Mazzy Wilkins from the practice
Didn't
squad.
wasn't Jimmy Smith out for the year already?
This is 16 minutes old. It's a defensive
Wasn't
player,
Jimmy
so
Smith out
I'm
for the
not
year
sure off the
already?
top of my head. Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Okay.
Some offensive line guy for Bills. I'm just scrolling to see if I see any. COVID stuff, which apparently I did. It's just a defensive player that I was unaware was not hurt.
He was.
Mm.
Chris, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie?
Yep, Die Hard doesn't count. Taking it off the board.
Well, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It's not, but okay.
It is a Christmas movie. It's not my favorite, but it is absolutely a Christmas movie.
It is a movie that takes place at Christmas, but doesn't revolve around the fact that it is Christmas. So therefore, it's not.
Fortunately, you don't make the rules, so
I
you're
do make
wrong.
the rules. I make the rules of my question. So go ahead.
I will proceed, despite the fact that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, because it's not my favorite, so it's irrelevant. It's a Wonderful Life. It's my favorite Christmas movie. Always will be. Always has been, and always will be.
I would not have guessed that. Okay.
I watch it every single Christmas. Okay, occasionally I watch it the day before or the day after. I'm off by a day or so, but traditionally I watch it every single Christmas Eve.
You watch it every single year around Christmas. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Would never have guessed you to say It's a Wonderful Life, huh?
It's an amazing movie. It's an amazing movie. It never gets old.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I just would have guessed you to be a.
I've never seen Gone.
I would have guessed you to be a Christmas Story or like maybe
Elf's pretty good. Elf's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I've never actually seen Elf, but I
understand people have an opinion about Will Ferrell, and if that's a deal breaker, fine. It's not a deal.
What's wrong with? I've never seen Elf, but from what I've seen of the previews for the movie, I don't. What's wrong with Will Ferrell playing an elf from the North Pole?
You've never seen it? Oh wow.
No, I'm not 5.
No, just a problem, just in general with Will Ferrell, like his brand of comedy, his whole shtick.
Huh.
Some people don't like him. I get it. I don't like other comedians.
I don't like him anymore, but like that was like prime. That was prime Will Ferrell right there.
Yeah, dude, that was like his Ace Ventura. It's really good. The nice thing is that it's really wholesome too. Like it's just a great feel good movie too. Like you just can't beat it. But no, it's not my favorite. It's absolutely It's a Wonderful Life.
So, Josh, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh, that's nice of you to ask. I gotta say it's probably yeah, Moose. I've never seen Elf. Okay, and I'm not gonna watch it either this year. The only way I'm gonna watch Elf is if it gets me into some lady's pants. It's the only way I'm ever gonna watch it. My favorite Christmas movie is probably A Christmas Story.
You picked
Christmas
the one
Carol,
that they play 72 times in a row for days.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
I also really like I like the Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol one too.
It is really good, actually. It is a solid Christmas Carol version.
Muppets Christmas Carol is like the whole A Christmas Carol thing is pretty great. There's some versions I'm not like into, but like the whole A Christmas Carol thing is pretty good story. The Muppet version's great. The Mickey Mouse one's great. Those are all real good.
I'm gonna go Mount Rushmore. It's a Wonderful Life. Christmas Vacation.
Oh, that's really good too.
I've
only seen it once.
I had a third, and then I was going to throw in A Christmas Carol there, what was my previous third? Oh, Elf. Sorry. Elf. And then I'll choose the Jim Carrey A Christmas Carol, which I believe is...
Grinch?
No. It is Disney. I'm sorry. You said Mickey, though. I think the Disney one... I think the Disney also did the one with Jim Carrey. The one more of a computer animated, realistic animation style. I really like that one.
That's a thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one was really good.
I'm gonna have to go the original Dr. Seuss Grinch Stole Christmas as well.
Yeah, gosh, you're right.
It's short. It's not an hour and a half long. It doesn't look hideous like the Jim Carrey one.
I love that actually.
A Christmas Story, A Christmas Carol, and like probably
I got to get started.
Probably Die Hard too.
So Die Hard 2's Christmas free.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got me there. You got me there.
Also takes place around Christmas too.
Why can't I read? What is this top chat, live chat, LMAO? I haven't
Chris,
seen it.
what's your favorite Die Hard movie? I'll tell you mine before you tell me yours. And mine is
I think it's.
controversial. It is Die Hard 3. It is the
Oh,
best one.
wow. I think it's
Die
probably
Hard 3.
2. I'll be
What?
honest, though. I haven't seen him in some time. Forgive
The
me.
one in the airport? Yeah.
I have a mustache hair in my mouth. Hazard of the job. Of the job? What? No.
Is your job
Merry Christmas full. Exactly, ZC. Yeah, I had to put. Did I not put it in my? Yeah, I put that in my Mount Rushmore. Yeah, Christmas Vacation has to go up there.
I've only seen it once.
I never missed that one.
I actually never saw it until like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I got to get started watching Christmas movies almost here. I got to get started fixing this GPU.
I haven't.
If I can't fix
this,
go ahead, sir. Sorry.
And really my favorite thing to watch around Christmas time, and I haven't been able to for years, and that is the Home Improvement Christmas episodes. I don't know why, just really like them. Allen.
I could see it.
I don't like Tim Allen as a person necessarily, but that Home Improvement show. I used to think
more highly because I also liked his newer show. Might have been gone now.
Is that a Man with a Plan or Everything According to Jim?
Man of the House. I just blanked. Man of the House. I think it might be Man of the House. Whatever it is.
I think that's a movie with Tim Allen.
Yep. I thought it was
Simple
Sporting Goods Store. Simple. No, I'm going Man of the House. Final answer. I got nothing else. Anyway, I really
you are thinking of Last Man Standing.
Ah, dang it.
Man of the House was a movie that he did where his son was raised in the jungle and he brought him back to the big city.
I swear that says that. Nice.
Don't ask questions. Just go with them there.
Yeah, I like that show. In particular, a couple of actresses. Tim Allen was good in it, but he always had kind of his right-wing shtick at the end of it, and now that I've kind of changed my tune on a lot of those things, yeah, kind of gets on my nerves.
Which wasn't a thing in Home Improvement, and then he all of a sudden he's like, "No, we need to get more Republican crap out there."
Yeah, so
I have. I wish I was wearing it actually. I have an ugly Slayer Christmas sweater. It's freaking great. Yes,
we got matching.
I probably shouldn't wear it to work on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't.
Go for it. Well, because it says Slayer.
Yeah,
it doesn't like have any depictions of. It's not a Cannibal Corpse sweater, you know.
It's pretty.
It's
pretty pitchfork.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's got some. Whatever they call them, angular designs and a pitchfork or two, and the logo itself, and then it's
might have some pentagrams on it.
Yeah, they'll think it's Jewish or something. Think you're being inclusive. I know it's not the same thing. I thought I thought here at the
university. I thought here at the university we were all about religious equality and all that. I just happened to be a Satanist.
That was the second joke I was going to make. Like that's Satan worship or whatever, Satanism. You know, it's inclusive nowadays. Yeah, let's not go there. But no, yeah, I think you'd be all right. It's not. I do have shirts I can't wear. I just don't wear anymore. Even around the house, I'm like, I can't wear that around my kids. Okay,
like what?
Like one. There's one that I don't wear, and then there's one that I probably shouldn't, just because of what it says. But it's like my favorite all-time long sleeve.
Is it that shirt that I got you about with your wife and yeah?
That never happened, but no, the one that is kind of okay to wear is my favorite, and it is my favorite long sleeve black concert T-shirt. Is an Internal Bleeding, and it says literally just nice white letters on a black T-shirt, Internal Bleeding, Extinction of Benevolence, and I think on the back it's got a guy impaled, but it's like computer graphics, so it's really not that bad. And then the one I won't wear is a Cannibal Corpse T-shirt. What album is it? Shoot.
Oh, it's a good thing that Cannibal Corpse isn't really all that great of a band, so yeah.
No, I don't listen to them anymore, but definitely enjoy their stuff. Yeah.
As he says, I also have a Wayne's World Schwing ugly sweater. That's awesome.
That is great.
Sweet Fancy Moses. Tim Allen is 68.
Do you have a Monday matchups for us?
No.
I mean, I know we had Thursdays and Saturdays that we couldn't get
And
in there.
Tuesdays.
Well, yeah, but we hate the
Between
Tuesday matchups.
between now and next between now and next Sunday, there's
There
only
should be
2 days
football on
without
like every
football.
just because
It's
Christmas or
Wednesday and Friday, and
they don't
there's
play on
football every
Christmas,
other
but
day,
they play
man.
the Saturday. They play right around Christmas, don't they? What day does Christmas fall on? Friday?
Saturday.
Oh, so they're playing on Saturday. There you go.
Yeah.
Huh.
I can tell you what I would do with the Monday. Like the only players you're really worried about in the Monday matchup is like Justin Jefferson. He's like your smash start. It's Justin Jefferson. Same with um David Montgomery because the Vikings aren't very good on defense. And I
Mhm.
believe like Allen Robinson is supposed to come back. I wouldn't start him this week, but I would definitely. I mean, if you're struggling at wide receiver like I am in a league or two, I mean, I could think of worse things to start than Darnell Mooney. He seems not great and not the guy that I was hoping he would be this year, but maybe next year though. I mean, I
For a
don't think
second
Allen
year
Robinson's coming
guy,
back to the
he's
Bears.
he's playing
What?
darn well. For a second year guy, Mooney's playing well. So I bet me and you, if I had to guess, will be on his trail in the off season. Meaning we'll
We
see
were
some
last year, and it was
Yeah,
maybe just
I mean, you can make the claim a year too early, but I don't think either of us went out and got him. I mean, I ended up with him in a. Gosh, that might have been after the fact. Actually, might have been
guess
a
where
later
he's at right
pickup.
now, Chris Mooney. Wide receiver rank.
I'm gonna say he's a top 36. He's a wide receiver, 27.
You are darn close. 26. 26. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Averaging
got it.
averaging 9.8 points
Yeah,
per
nothing too
game.
sexy for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
a
mean,
lot
but
of
that's
that is
been
that
real
one
erratic
game.
quarterback play.
I think he
What?
also. I think he had one like 20 or 30, not 30, 20
He
something
has
point
a he
game.
has a 19 and a 20-point game
Okay, so a lot of it came from two games. That average,
for sure. But he's got a 9-point game, a 16, a
I know Allen
15.
Robinson, a little bit of a connection there with Fields. I think Fields has got a good
Yeah, man.
downfield arm. Just, we'll see next year. But yeah, didn't help me this year at all. But I'd like
No,
to see where he's at next year.
no, but I mean, I asked it last week, but what game are you guys looking forward to this week? The Chat Chiefs game was something else. RWC definitely
Harness the
harassed
Chiefs
his Chiefs
power.
power rank this week. Harnessed. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, and I'm not trying to, but that Dallas Giants game, I would like to see Dak get back on the horse this
You're
week. As
telling
far
me.
as a fantasy stud, I really need it in Superflex League.
You're, you're telling me.
Um, I, the,
Cow-
the the game last night was actually my game because I'm a Colts fan, but um, what was it? There was the Browns game that was supposed to be yesterday too. That is now on what Monday? It's tomorrow night. Actually, tomorrow afternoon. Technically, it's at like 4.
Mm-hmm.
I will be getting off work on time that day, so I can come home and watch some football tomorrow night. Um, still a little froggy. What about you, Chris? Other than the Cowboys game, put that one aside.
Oh, what games am I looking forward to? Quick
Yeah.
comment I was really going to make on Cowboys, Colts, etc. Was, there's worry about how Dak's performing. We want answers. Second thing I was going to say, it's funny we talk about it because they've won two in a row, but I'm on your side. I'm like, they haven't been pretty wins, and it's not very good teams if I recall correctly. So yeah. So which matchup? Let me get back to schedule here. I have standings in front of me. Apparently, I don't have the schedule in front of me like I usually do.
That's kind of. I mean, it would be nice to be able to watch the Arizona Detroit game only just to see what happens between Chase Edmonds and um, James Conner, because I think it's going to be a heavy dose of Edmonds this week because Conner's kind of got a little bit of an ailment. But I don't necessarily need to watch that. Obviously, the game tonight, the Saints and Bucks game.
I mean, I like both. I love both Russell Wilson and Stafford. So Seahawks at Rams, understanding it's not the Seahawks aren't really playing for a whole heck of a lot. So in that regard, it's not. I really like Bengals at Broncos. I want to see those two defenses go up against each other.
I think you're giving the Bengals
It's a
defense a lot more credit than what it's actually been doing, but
Yeah, no, it's not Broncos good, but
No.
I think it might surprise some folks. Plus, they're playing Teddy. I mean, so I think it's two good teams as a whole, not necessarily great defense versus great defense. I just think Bengals have something to say in the playoffs. Broncos probably not, but Broncos are like a quarterback away, I think, of being a really good team. So I don't know. I'm interested in that. I love watching Joey Burrow. I don't know. I'd say Saints and Bucks, but I just don't think Saints are all that good. You know.
I'm more interested in what happens with Antonio Brown and the rest of this. Like, he was pretty darn good when he was on the field for the Bucks this year. Not like he had some dud games, if memory serves, but
Yeah, but look how good Godwin has been. Or should I say
I
both,
I, I,
really?
I think
mean,
that I think Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, managers, really need to be scared of the fact that Antonio Brown's coming back. Like, they should be not like
I would tend to
mortified,
agree with you. Yeah. Yeah.
but
I'm
like
just
you
saying
should be
from,
like, man, really, like
yeah, I'm just
we were
saying from
doing
a
so good
fantasy.
without this Joker. Why is he coming back?
Exactly. It's like, I mean, they
And
need,
maybe, and honestly, maybe even
they're
guys that
trying to
have
win a
Gronk
Super
on their
Bowl.
team
So
too.
you can't blame him. If he can be healthy and not a knucklehead and not violate COVID protocol, et cetera,
Get
and he can be out there,
vaccinated,
he helps them
Jesus.
win games. There's no doubt. It
Mm-hmm,
doesn't help
mm-hmm.
my Chris Godwin. It doesn't help my dynasty playoff run. Let me put it that way. So it is what it
I had
is,
a real
though.
quick asking
Let's wait
for a
till he
friend here,
gets on the
Chris.
field to make any conclusions. He still has to get on the field. Yeah, real quick though. Thinking my team will be pretty solid rest of the season. Okay, that was all. ZC was speaking about how he think it'll be pretty solid rest of the
Mhm.
season. What was your question, sir?
My question is, should I play? No, it's not this, is it? Huh?
Oh yeah, I wanted to come back
Not
to
that league.
Pollard too.
Yeah, go ahead while I find this real quick.
Uh, Asking for a friend.
Or not, but okay.
The friend's name is. I don't know names of anything. I should just think of like a different genre, like not
My
comics.
friend's name is Chris. I'm asking for my friend Chris.
I mean, I can make up random names, but I want to keep it like in some genre. And it doesn't have to be the same genre you're in. Whatever. Subject matter. My friend's name, Zeke, is wondering if he should start Ezekiel. No. So, yeah, this friend has a dynasty roster where he has both Zeke. Should I say he has Zeke, Corey Clement, and Tony Pollard? Well, Corey Clement's out the window because Pollard's going to play. Should he try and fit Pollard in there? At this point, he has Eckler,
Well,
who's
you're asking,
played.
should he play? Should he once again, for like the third time in his life, play two running backs for the same team? To which I say no,
So don't play Pollard.
no.
If Pollard were, not have the stipulation of a couple dozen snaps or whatever, like they're probably taking him off kicks, although I don't think that makes a difference in this league. Anyway, Devonta Freeman, Zeke, and Eckler are my running backs. So I guess Zeke is the guy today.
If Pollard were 100% healthy, I would say bench Zeke, but he's not, so I say play Zeke. There you go.
Oh, yep. Kind of what I thought.
I'm asking for not a friend, but for myself, Michael Gallup or Odell Beckham Jr. Gallup versus Odell
Gallup.
Beckham Jr.
Gallup's been playing a ton of
Versus the
snaps. And it's the Giants. And, I mean, Pollard's still
Beckham's been
limited.
good since he came to the Rams, though, man.
I know, but what's his issue?
I can't deny what
Is he going to
Gallup
play?
has been doing, but
Do we have an update on him? Wasn't it
what?
COVID? Is he in? COVID? Odell Beckham
Yeah, he's
Jr.?
off the list.
Okay, thank you.
That's why I'm asking.
Rams, Seahawks. Man. You're talking about a solid 2 versus what could be construed as a 3 on his team, Gallup, but he's been playing more like a 2.
Or a 2B
Oof.
on his team.
Yep, I'm going to go Homer. Gallup.
That's what I currently have.
I like how I am breaking a tie, or very, to be fair. Like
I'm
Gallup
also
has been
going up
playing
against
well.
Amari Cooper in this league, too.
That might be kind of fun.
The deck is kind of stacked against me in this league. It's the sleeper league, man. The fact that
I don't know, man. Beckham has been scoring lately. He sure has, hasn't he?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like I see him catch a slant every week for a TD. That's a good point.
are you gonna waffle? Are you gonna flip?
I might. Giants. But Zeke's still probably hobbled, so they're probably not going to run like they want to with, well, maybe they do with Clement, but Pollard just shows up. I don't know. Fine, Beckham. I am going to waffle.
I was flipping it. I was
like
flipping
an
it like right as you
ego.
were saying. You're like, fine, and I'm like, and I've already flipped it. I need to win this week against Tim. If I do, it'll be a giant miracle. Chase Edmonds.
Well, it might work out. Another factor could be Sony instead of Darrell Henderson, so maybe they want to throw a little bit more against an awful, awful Seattle defense.
Darrell Henderson's going to play this week.
Oh, he is?
Guess
My
so.
Sony love is out the window?
I guess.
I mean, I didn't have him as out, but I didn't have him as, meaning I didn't see any updates. My apologies. Darrell Henderson, you say, eh?
I'm getting there. We just gotta get there first. Is it gonna
I'm
be Josh or is
it
it gonna be Chris? We're going. Rams. Scrolling down.
I don't see a designation.
Oh, nice. See one
has been activated off the COVID list 16 hours ago.
Really?
Well, yep. So no Sony love. I had him a pretty high rating, and I didn't think Henderson would have enough time.
I feel like Sony Michel has earned a few more snaps and carries.
Fair. Well,
I don't like saying it, but like he's been okay for the Rams.
I like Henderson.
Like I'm not saying he's a world breaker, but man, he's been okay.
Mm-hmm. Look, I mean, in a snapshot, he's been better than Henderson. Just looking at his carries and his yards and his average.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Oh boy. Jalen Ramsey's out. Jordan Fuller is out. Oh my God, I'm still playing Beckham. The Rams defense is decimated with injuries right now. This is gonna be a shootout, folks. I'm hoping this game's on regular TV. Okay, one more question, and then we should probably get going. You have stuff to do. I have stuff to do.
Good point.
Javonte Williams.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
One more each. All right.
Well,
Javonte Williams or Chase Edmonds?
Javonte.
Really?
Just Chase's first game back. We thought he'd be back week 15 is on time by the update we gave about a week ago.
No, last week was supposed to be the week he was coming back, but
I'm going Javonte. Just Connor's really hot, and speaking of a guy who's earned more snaps, yep. I think the arrows are kind of pointing in a different direction there. Oh, Gordon's a thorn, and he's a pretty good thorn too.
I'm not to drive to Illinois and stab you if you're wrong.
Okay. Mine wasn't an asking for a friend. Mine was a comment. I overheard a Jerry Jones interview, and you got to remember he's on the competition committee. All kinds.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Sure.
To circle back to ZC here, he's like, you guys should reach out to Dollar Shave Club to sponsor a video next year because why not? LOL. To be fair,
because we both have beards.
I think we would be. I think we should reach out to like the what is it? The Amish like beard balm brand or something. Like that's who should sponsor us is some beard care products.
I could grow it back out.
You could.
I'm going a little short and a little, I guess not long on the mustache, but keeping it front and center.
Keeping the racing stripes in the mustache.
And to be clear, I do use a straight razor, not a.
I asked for a straight razor for Christmas, actually, from my dad. I was like, oh, I just needed something to put on the list. I was like, oh, I'll put a straight razor on here. I'll try it out.
Yeah, they're awesome. So I wouldn't actually be endorsing a product that I use. That's all I use. Like that's it.
I thought about that the other day. If someone were to approach you and say, so for like Pizza Hut, I can't stand Pizza Hut. I think it's disgusting. It makes my stomach hurt. It's just not good. At least around here. Let me put a caveat of at least around here. If Pizza Hut came up to you and said, I'll give you $800,000 to be in our commercial, would you do it? Say $1 million.
Yep, probably.
Shill.
Yep. It's not like I'm in personality. It's not like I'm running a YouTube channel that like talks about how good pizzas are.
No, say you were mildly famous and someone came up to you and said, "We'll give you $1 million,"
Oh, well, I didn't
and
realize I had a reach. I thought it was myself. I thought it was some rando just
yeah, because
getting.
that guy that's on the pizza commercials right now, he was in like Pineapple Express. He's an actor. I can't think of his name, but yeah,
Okay. Um,
he's in the Pizza Hut commercials now. And I'm just
James
like,
Franco.
no,
Pretty sure he can't get a job anywhere, even pizza.
really? What's wrong with James Franco?
Yeah, he's a big POS.
Really?
Yeah,
I've heard
apparently.
he's a weirdo, but that's all I've heard.
Uh, yeah, I think there's
Oh,
some
I think
sexual
maybe he's in
assault or
Hot Tub
something.
Time Machine.
Oh, wrong movie. Wrong stoner movie.
Craig Robinson is his name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I can see it. I can see his face. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing pizza commercials now, and I'm like, really, dude? Really?
Didn't know that.
Like, I don't
I
think you
used to
could.
like Pizza Hut, and I'm not like
I used to,
hugely
and
anti Pizza
I
Hut,
can't
so
do it, man. I can't do it.
I prefer Domino's for the last
It's a
few
big old ball
years.
of grease, and
Yeah.
not in a good way.
hmm No, my last thing about that Jerry Jones interview. So again, he's on numerous committees, competition committee, COVID committee, whatever the heck it is, and there was talk of them reducing. How
Forming
did he
a
put it?
committee to about committees.
Yeah, we need a committee. Um, about reducing the. How did it work? For vaccinated players
Reducing the amount of days that they are
that
reducing
they
the
need a
amount of time
negative
they get
test.
tested,
Yeah, something like that. Like you
which
just
is
need one negative
which is
test or
awful.
something. Or they were going to stop testing. Oh, they were going to stop testing vaccinated players who were asymptomatic. Did I say that correctly? Asymptomatic is when you don't have symptoms.
Correct.
Okay, so then I said it correctly, and so did Jerry. So if you're asymptomatic and you're vaccinated, you can go. You can play.
So wrong.
Well, I think their thinking is they're a vastly, I don't know if it's 90%, but they're a vastly majority, not majority doesn't even do it justice, like 80, 90+% vaccinated league. So the folks that they could be passing it on to,
But
because
you
yes,
can
you could
still
still
get the
pass
new
it.
variant even though you're vaccinated. You
That's
can
true.
still spread it even though you're vaccinated. Like
That's true. But the
that's
thing
why that's
that's
why I'm like, no, no,
but the thing
no.
that's affecting the depth chart, if you will, and I'm just a messenger, don't kill me, is the fact that you're having to produce what, two negative tests within. So it's just there's folks at home that are not sick, although as you said can still pass it. But I think their thinking is the people they'll be quote passing it on to are other vaccinated people, so they should be fine. They shouldn't get sick. That's what the vaccination does. It prevents you from getting very very sick in most cases.
Most of the time, yes.
So, but maybe that's how they put it. And it was a quick. Didn't listen to the whole interview, but I did catch that, and I just thought it was very relevant because he would know, and this is something that a lot of playoff teams are dealing with, and will continue for another week or two. It hasn't been pretty.
Gosh, bro.
I mean, if they still go off on Tuesday, no harm, no foul. But man, it's getting close. And the last thing they want to do is reschedule playoff games. OMG. Or the freaking Super Bowl. Super
Whoa.
Tuesday. You're getting off work at 3:30 p.m. running home like trying to watch the Super Bowl? No.
That's what I
So,
do. Be like, I'm
you
not coming to work
know,
tomorrow.
for better
Later.
or worse, money has a lot of influence on things, and we'll just see where this goes. I'll leave it at that.
Money talks. It's true.
Yeah, so so keep an eye out for that. See if they put a vote up for this thing cuz it's their own rules. They're a private multi-billion-dollar company, so they said this is how we're going to do it. And it's very similar to NBA too, I think, if I caught that correct the other day. Anyway,
Mm,
I'm not going to
okay.
act like I'm an expert on NBA or NBA COVID, so
But you have the lifetime NBA pass or whatever.
no, I don't. No, I haven't gotten that in years. The
What the hell were you talking
league.
about then that you got then?
I used to get the league pass, but it was for the team, so it's called team pass or fan pass or whatever. So instead of getting every game, I would just get Spurs games when I would be living in Iowa and
Spurs
Illinois.
suck.
Well, they do now.
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow the.
Oh, so you don't know that they're not good. You're just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 5-time world champion.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to get into Spurs talk because, they're the best ever, and I don't need to remind anybody ever.
They're not, but that's okay.
Well, no, they're not the best ever. Chicago's probably pretty good.
The Lakers, perhaps.
Celtics. Yeah, but Bill Russell won like 13 championships against like your neighbor. Watch your neighbor be like Wilt Chamberlain. Watch your neighbor be like Wilt Chamberlain. Chris,
I'd be like, hold on a second, let me get my neighbor in here. Be like, hey, and like text me like, hey, Wilt, why don't you pop in here real quick? He'll be coming like duck through the door. Be like, what you want?
Bill Russell is the best basketball player of all time. No, Bill
This guy
Russell
says
is
Bill
a
Russell is
great
the best basketball player of all time.
top 10, top 12, probably easily. It's just when you do tiebreakers, he wasn't the best offensive player, and he played against subpar competition. Well, so did Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain also averaged 50 points.
Dude, I don't want to talk about basketball.
Okay, let's get out of here. I got stuff to do. Everybody, thanks for
Bye,
joining
everybody.
us.
Good luck.
Sorry for the quick show. Like Josh said, we got a lot of stuff to do. Look out for the show on Friday. Hopefully not late again. And we'll see you next Sunday morning, I think.
Josh is at it, and and he doesn't have to go to work on Friday, so he'll probably have it up Friday morning.
Until then, have an amazing
Good luck.
kickoff, folks, and good luck. Yes.